YouTube, what's going on, guys? It's the Red Mist at the LFC Ninja, back again with the post-match review of the Leicester Liverpool game, midday game. Again, I feel like we was comfortable. It was a good match. It was exciting. We just done the job, basically. Just done the job. We came, we saw, we conquered. No Vardy up front. They tried to play with Damari, last man, running in behind Van Dijk and Gomez. Gomez just had it wrapped. Now, it was comfortable. I'm proud of the boys. It wasn't a gung-ho approach. We got the first early-ish goal, early enough, first half, and then one straight before half-time. And then we kind of settled, didn't it? We rode the wave. But let's go into the tactics board, and we're just going to discuss each player as we go through the team, the starting lineup. Talk about all my predictions from the preview show. So if you haven't seen the Leicester Liverpool preview show, I advise you to go and see the preview show, and that way the videos bounce off of each other. So if you ain't seen that one, go and watch the preview. So without further ado, guys, let's go into the tactics and in-game menu and bring up our versus screen and tactics board. So here we are. As you can see, 2-1, Mane and Firmino the scorers. My team. So Alisson in goal, obviously. Robertson, obviously. Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously. VVD, obviously. Gomez, obviously. Milner, obviously. Wijnaldum, obviously. No. It was a surprise change. Hendo. Now that was the change. So you see that, guys. I decided to stick with the actual team that Klopp has been going with consecutively. And then he decides to throw a spanner in the bloody works and swap out Keita for Henderson. I mean, what's that all about? How is that even logical? Why would you do that? For what reason? I just don't understand it. It's really strange. Anyway, moving on. Mane, obviously. Firmino. And Salah. So that was the team. Let's go back. Let's start with Alisson. Oh my God, the blunder. He made a class save earlier on from Damari Gay. I was going to say Damari Gay. I do apologise. Damari Gray. Gray, Mr. Gray. No, right. Made a good save from Damari Gray quite early in the game, actually. I think it may still have been 0-0 at that point. It was kind of blocked by Gomez, I think it was, but it kind of crept between his legs, and it could have easily kind of bedazzled Alisson, but Alisson got to grips with it and he made the strong save. So that was all good. That was a great piece from Alisson. I think there was another moment where he had to make a bit of a save as well. But I just knew this was going to happen to him. I really did. I knew it. He got lucky in the Palace match where he tried to take on one of the attackers and he kind of slid and chipped it into Wijnaldum was tracking back. I think it was the Palace game. It was the Palace game or Brighton. It might have been Brighton, actually. That was close. And then I'm thinking to myself, you know what? He needs to calm down. And then he does the chip thing. There's this one. And this time, he got caught. And boy, did he look like a muppet, I tell you. And I just pray to God you don't keep doing that. We know you're saucy. We know you're a dishy lad. We know you got the suave. We know your levels. But, you're a goalkeeper. People talking about the Van Dijk pass. Ain't nothing wrong with the Van Dijk pass. If anything, it was a little wide. It was directly on Alisson's foot. If Alisson had hoofed it straight down the line, not a problem, not an issue. He had more than enough time. And the reason why the Cruyff didn't work is because the Cruyff just didn't work. He's a goalkeeper. You're not Naby Keita. If you're going to Cruyff it, at least take some Naby training sessions. Alright, he'll show you how to do the Cruyff. Right? Alisson, dude, that was your fault. You know what? I know Alisson has held his hands up to it. He's got nobody else to blame but himself. Is what it is. We held out, but that moment, making it 2-1, 2-0 is always a funny score. Momentum can shift. Momentum did shift. And we was under a little bit of a spell, an awkward spell. But we kept it together. We saw it out. Alisson can move on from that. Didn't cost us. I'm sure it will save us more points than he'll lose us in the long run. So that's a good thing. Moving on to Robertson. Robertson was just epic as usual. I don't even know what I'm going to say about this guy. Up and down the wings. Got me an assist today in my fantasy Premier League. He was just Robertson. He is the Spanish Robertson. Sorry, Moreno. He plays more Spanish than Moreno. Today, I'll give Alisson a 6. I think Robertson deserves a 7. I give him a 7. Van Dijk just was Van Dijk. He just was Van Dijk. As usual, VVD. The animal, the beast. Rah! He was just the man. Header after header after header after header after header. Being a boss, being a general, being a leader, being a captain, just the package. Gets an 8. Gomez was man of the match today. Superb. Lots of covering runs. And the thing about Gomez is, I always thought he had this issue with the flight of a ball. And can he judge it right? So far, so good. 4 out of 4 wins. Yes, we conceded a goal. Anyway, Gomez was master today. I think it's probably his best game so far. Had Damari in his pocket, had the other one in his pocket. He was boss today, covering Trent, covering VVD. I'm going to give him an 8.5 because I do think he slightly edged it. He was winning some good heighty balls as well today, so that impressed me as well. Definitely gained confidence playing next to Van Dijk. Van Dijk has really rubbed off on him. No homo. But over to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Don't know about his performance today. It was a little bit strange. A lot of wayward balls. Kind of got caught a bit. Seemed a little complacent, like you've already got your spot nailed down. Did you hear that, Klein? Did you hear that? He thinks he's got his spot nailed down. Jokes aside, Trent is playing like he has that spot on Smash. Not one of his best performances. Was good enough. Didn't really get troubled down that side. Is what it is. So I'm going to go for a 6 for Trent today. Jordan Henderson came in, started today instead of Keita. Bossed the game, controlled the first half. The free workers, the machine. The Champions League final midfield. 3-man midfield. There, it's done the thing. Won the game in the first half. Did the job and just kicked back in the second half. Controlled the play, spread the passes. Kept it moving. Sideways. Sideways. I know most Liverpool fans hate it when Jordan Henderson just passes sideways. He does a lot more than pass sideways. He's a second ball killer. This guy and second balls. If you don't win the first ball, second ball. This guy is so good at mopping up. Wijnaldum was just... This is literally 4th game where he's just been boom, 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 boom. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. He's been immense. Winning the ball back, pressing, talking, passing. Wonderful performance. I'm gonna give Wijnaldum. He didn't do anything like amazing, but he was just one of the 3 cogs in the midfield. And once those cogs interlock, moving, turning around in tandem with each other, and that's what he was. He was part of that midfield, and it just works. I think I'm gonna give him an 8. Jordan Henderson. I think there's still a bit more room for improvement, but he was also good. I'm gonna give him a 7. James Milner got stuck in as per. Again, like Wijnaldum, 4th game where he's just been a boss. Superb work rate. Stuck in, up and down. I'm also going to give him an 8, like Wijnaldum. Finally, Roberto Firmino gets on the score sheet. And I told you, didn't I? Firmino will score. It's one of my predicted scorers. I was close, 2-1. I thought it was going to be, when it was 2-0, I thought, yes, I'm going to just need Salah to score now. And the game finished 3-0. No Alisson mistakes. My prediction would have been correct, but fortunately it didn't work out that way. Alisson conceded and Salah didn't score and he got subbed. And man of the match was Gomez, I believe. So I predicted my man of the match would be Mane. Mane scored, but more importantly though, for the team, I'm glad Firmino has scored because that raises confidence and just hopefully next game against Tottenham, a lot more out of him. These front 3 have to really raise their game now, and even the midfield. In fact, the team overall, I think, has to really raise their game. We genuinely raise our game against higher opposition, tougher opposition. Still think he's lacking some sort of fitness, or something's still not quite right there. I'm not sure what it is. So on that, I'm going to give him a 7. Mane. So Mane was consistent this game. He was in it throughout the whole game. It wasn't like the last game where he kind of fell away and then got subbed. He was in it. He played the whole 90 minutes. Good. It was a good consistent performance. And he just played. There were some other opportunities for him. Didn't quite take them. Linking up well with Robinson and Firmino, and also Keita when Keita came on. I'm going to give Mane a 7 also. Mohamed Salah. He had an absolute blinding chance earlier on in the game, like early minutes. Like I think he must have been on like 5 or 6 minutes in. Basically missed an open goal, which came from a rebound after Mane shot at Schmeichel, who made an awesome save. And he just left-footed it. He wanted to go left side of Schmeichel, and he just missed the target. It went wide. I feel like Salah is over-trying. The performances last season, hoping they're going to springboard him to an even better vein of form. All those performances from last season, he's got it in the back of his head, and he feels like this season he has to reach that level, and that is some level to reach. I don't expect him to reach that. I'll be happy if he got around 20 to 25 goals, which in my opinion is fair, and I think it's doable in this side. I think he's over trying. He's so desperate to score. He's missing opportunities. He's not concentrating because I feel like the pressure's building, and it's only going to get worse. In each game he gets a chance, it's going to be like, I missed the last chances in the other game, I didn't score, I've got to take this one. And it's going to be a vicious cycle, and it's going to keep repeating. So it wouldn't even surprise me if he ended up going on a drought. He's almost questioning his ability again. He's like, how did I do that last season? It's not working for me now. Why am I scoring? What's up with me? He's putting pressure on himself. It's natural. I think it's natural. It's going to be hard for him to repeat that. So I'm glad that actually Firmino stepped in and Mane are taking off some of the load. Like no Liverpool supporter is expecting him to score as many. We are expecting him to score at least half. But I think if he just relaxes and just go with the flow, and it will happen. He can reach that level. I do believe he can. No fear, just play. On to Klopps subs. So we saw a couple substitutions. We saw Salah came off for Shaqiri, and I believe Hendo came off. Not that Naby Keita was there, because Naby Keita was in fact, there we go, that's better. Naby Keita was there. Milner was in the middle. No, actually Milner wasn't. Wijnaldum dropped in the middle and Milner went to the right side. That was pretty much how match finished. The last substitution was Trent Alexander-Arnold came off for Joe Matip. Joe Gomez moved to right back. Joe Matip slotted in next to VVD. I don't have a profile picture icon for the tactics board screen yet. I will do one for the next game. He's been injured, so I've got everybody else drawn up and ready, but I just for some reason forgot about Matip. I didn't know how long he'd be out for, and I just kind of thought, I won't need him yet a while, he won't be back yet a while. Making Lovren's is more important than Matip's, but it seemed to be the other way around. Unfortunately, again, can't go through the Leicester team or talk about any of their players because I'm not using that tactics board at the moment, and I don't know when I will be. I've been searching for it and I can't find it anywhere, so this looks like the one for foreseeable future. But as LFC fans, I guess you don't have a problem with not hearing about our opposition. I suppose that makes complete sense, doesn't it? I mean, why would you want to hear about opposition? I mean, what's the point? But all Manchester City, Arsenal, you guys are all welcome to listening on the Liverpool gossip or anything I've got to say or my opinions. You're more than welcome. It's all love, it's all football, it's all banter, no hard feelings. Just join the party, leave your comments. How can I improve the channel? Any suggestions? So yeah, guys, and on that note, I think it's pretty much a wrap. My predicted score was 3-0. It wasn't correct. My man in the match was Mane. It wasn't correct. My predicted scorers, I got 2 out of 3. Not too bad, I suppose. Guys, I've been Red Mr. the LFC Ninja, and you will never walk alone, and I will see you soon.